Hi all, Slim and Well Vegan, Nikki here. Hope all well. Thank you for watching. It's a slightly different format this week. I've instead of me having lots and lots of talk about what has happened during the week, what I've done is done a little short vlog each day. So I'm going to add that in here for each day of the week. Which is pretty self-explanatory of what's happened and what I've done, what I've eaten and all of that, all the food and all of that for each day. Let me know in the comments if you like it like that. It made sense to me rather than just listening to me waffle for ages and ages. It's quite nice to have, like, I thought, little snippets of my life, my week of trying to lose weight and get fitter on mainly using Slim and Wild. So yeah, let me know what you think of the vlog and the different format. Okay, here we go.
My Banner's in hunt mode. I don't know if she goes in this mode because it's dusk and she's looking for things to hunt, but she's fascinated with every little sound she hears. Aren't you, Ban Ban? Looking for everything. It's just so lovely and quiet.
Hubby is going to have the leftover shepherd's pie that we've had for the last 4 days. There's one portion left, so he's going to have that, and I made myself some lentil dal to have tonight, and I'm just cooking some rice now after my walk. So cooking that, I'm going to have my rice and dal, obviously no tempering on the top of it because yeah, because that's just oil. So yeah, none of that going on the top. But yes, I'm going to have a nice dal and rice. I've got my squash. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea a bit later. And then I'm going to sit and cozy up on the sofa with the dogs and catch up on my YouTube. Well, all my YouTube people that I follow. So yeah, I'm going to catch up on the YouTubers. I've got quite a few that I haven't watched. And I think there's Bean Feast one I haven't watched. I don't know whether Byron had a new one up, so I'm going to have a look at that. Byron the Vegan Loser, Bean Feast 57. I haven't watched Jane Day's last video, and Debbie's World, I haven't watched her last video, and Luke John's, I haven't watched his, so I've got so much to catch up on. And also I was going to start watching Leanne the Fat Lass story. Yeah, she's not fat lass at all. She was, but she's amazing. She's lost 12 stone, and yeah, so I'm going to start sort of following her videos now as well. Now I found her. So yeah, I'm going to catch up on some videos, chill out, eat my lentil dal, and yeah, see how tomorrow goes. Bye. So far today, with my free walks that I've done, I've got 11,172 steps. I'm really chuffed with that. That's far more than I normally can do, and I think because I've done it in 3 shorter walks rather than one big long walk, I think that's how I've managed to cope with it. I've had a good eating day as well. Went swimming, had my coffee at swimming, came back, had my Weetabix, and then for lunch I had air fried chili bread that I made. So I air fried it, so it literally, like, you don't need oil or anything in the air fryer, and it tastes like fried bread, but obviously it's chili fried bread. And I had baked beans with that, and that was delicious. And yeah, and I made myself so I made a lovely lentil dal without any oil or tempering, added some extra chili to it and some extra speed.
Just going out for another walk in the evening with the dogs. Well, I've only brought one little dog out with me. I'm going to take one of the other ones out in a bit. But yeah, it's really dark. And we don't really have street lights around here, being in the country. So I'm trying to get used to the fact that the only lights really you get are from the houses. Like the houses outside, they're outside lights. Other than that, it's just really, really dark. But yeah, just watched the Sunday live stream with Rufus and Lisa for Beyond Authentic Health. I thought I'd walked this doggo before. I walked the other one, the other young one later. And the oldie's had a long walk already and she's shattered, so she's going to stay home in bed. I'm tucked up all nice and cosy under my blanket, commenting and watching the live on Beyond Effective Health. I've had my yoghurt and my fruit, my cup of tea, and the doggos are with me. Bless them. They've just been out on a long walk, so they're really shattered now. Hi, it's Sunday evening now. I haven't finished all my walks. I've got one more walk to do when I go and pick hubby up from his music jam night. So yeah, I've got to do that, and I'll bring one of the dogs and have a little walk around the town. Just watched the live stream Sunday weekend chat. I can't remember what they called it, from Beyond Authentic Health. Lisa and Rufus hosted a Sunday chat, which was really nice. I had been really looking forward to it. It did lift my spirits. It was lovely. So I've done that and then walked the dogs. I had a really great morning actually. My friend is hiring a beach hut for the winter, and one of my fellow swimmers, and she invited me down there to go and have a look at it and let's go swimming and sort of chill out and do some crafting. And yeah, I went down there this morning like really early and had an amazing swim. The sea was really, really calm, and I was pleased because yesterday I couldn't get in the sea at all because it was so crashy. So yeah, the sea at the other end of it's like the other end, it's more Dorset, it's not really Hampshire, so it's Dorset. It was really, really calm, and I swam for like 25 minutes, which is unusual because usually you're just battling the waves, just trying to stay afloat. But yeah, the dogs have just had their dinner, that's why they're all excited running around. So yeah, I had like a 25-minute swim up and down, and I probably swam, I think it was the length of 3 beaches one way, and then obviously had to swim back again. So like 6 beach lengths, which is really long for me, and it was a really big swim. So yeah, I've only done like 7,500 steps so far today. So I'm probably only going to reach sort of maybe 8,000. Which isn't too bad, considering yesterday was quite a lot of walking and I did a lot of swimming today. My hips a little bit sore, not massively, just a little, like the inside the joint is a little bit sore and a bit sort of crunchy, I'd like to say. It's like crunchy feeling. But other than that, yeah, I was really pleased I managed to get out and do a lot more walking today, so that was good. Walking, swimming, crafting, made a really cute little bracelet. Showed my friend how to make a bracelet with a little bit of a macrame knot on it, so it looked really pretty. For like a sliding knot. I made anklets. Met a wonderful lady while we were down there, just in passing. She was coming for a swim, and then my friend knew her, so introduced us, and she's a Buddhist monk. And Joe, enough. So lovely, and it was just so nice to sit and chat with her. It was a really relaxing morning. We did that. I had my breakfast unusually because I got up so early because of the hour going back. I got really early before I was meeting my friends, so I ended up having some breakfast before swimming. So I had my usual Weetabix, and I forgot to take a picture of it. I'm terrible at taking a picture of my breakfast. So I had my Weetabix and my black coffee, and made myself a black coffee to take with me. And my friend, bless her, she was so sweet. She bought some toasted tea cakes that were vegan, that didn't have any milk or anything in them, and she also bought some vegan butter. And she, in her little beach hut, she made me a toasted tea cake. So yeah, I had a toasted tea cake, which was really cute. And I couldn't say no. I wasn't going to say no to a tea cake when like she's gone out of her way to accommodate me. That was really, really sweet. So I had a tea cake after breakfast and after the swim, and then came home and had my lunch, which was tasty. I'll put it in here. And then I haven't eaten yet, and it's quite late. It's, what is it, 6 o'clock. I haven't had tea or dinner because
I feel like lunch was quite late, and then I sat and watched the live stream and had a cup of tea and a big bottle of water. So I'm not really that hungry, so I'm probably going to end up having a late dinner, which I generally don't like doing, but I think it's going to be a late dinner. But yeah, it's leftover dal that I made yesterday, so I'm having it again today and probably having it tomorrow as well. But yeah, that's my day so far. Really enjoyed it. Lovely day. Um, yeah, can't fault it. Smashing, lifted my spirits. Really needed it. So Sunday evening, I had some more dal. Didn't have any rice, but I did have paratha.
Let me just, what I'll do, Rufus, look, I will put the...
Hi, it's Monday evening. I'm not doing any walking today, hardly at all. I've just looked at my watch and I've done just under 2,000 steps, which I was surprised because I felt like I did a few more, but I didn't. So yeah, I've done like 3.5, nearly 4 hours of driving today. Took my mum out and pushed her wheelchair around the shops and everything. So yeah, I haven't really done a lot of walking, and I didn't get back till about 6:30 tonight. And I've just had some beans on toast and some yogurt and strawberries, and I'm just chilling at the moment. And I don't know whether I've even got the energy to go out for a walk now. I'm just shattered. But yeah, I had okay today. I had a couple of black coffees out and a sparkling mineral water. Had my normal Weetabix breakfast, and then my mum treated me to lunch. And luckily, we went to the lounge, which has really good vegan options. So I had a rainbow salad and falafel sandwich, which I was like, "Oh, it looks like one of the lowest ones that I could have." So I thought I'll just go for that. I'll put a picture of the salad up here, the sandwich up here. It was really lovely. It was new on their menu and it was really nice. Um, yeah, and then I've haven't didn't have anything else, and then I've come home and I've just had beans on toast because I needed to do something relatively quick because I was so tired. So yeah, I've had extra bread today because obviously I had my Weetabix as my healthy bee, and then I've had bread at lunchtime and then bread again. Although the bread that I've had this evening, it's my loaf that I make, a granary loaf, and it's like the slices are about that big. They're really small slices. So I suppose okay, that's the equivalent of one slice of wholemeal bread, and then the bread that I had at the out was, I can't sin that. I have no idea. It had like avocado slices in it, it had hummus in it, and it had salad, and it had like a chutney in it as well. So I don't know. I don't know what the sins would be on that, but I have already decided if we go out, I'm not gonna sin my the food, or try and sin the food, because it's what it is. Um but yeah, I don't think it's too bad, but we'll see. We'll find out Wednesday when I go when I weigh myself. Um yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm sitting down at the moment. I'm having a cup of tea, and if I've got any more energy, then I'll go out for a walk with the dogs quickly. But I feel like I'm probably just gonna have a shower and go to bed. I'm shattered. Good night. All right, it's Tuesday evening. I've just had my tea, which is a really lovely soup. Um, yeah, it doesn't sound really exciting, but I put like the soup pasta in it. That was really delicious. Um, just had my soup. I've done 7,500 steps today, which isn't too bad. I only had 2 walks. I would have had a third one, but slight injury means that I've been walking the dogs separately because I can't hold both the dogs and walk. It's just been, yeah, so I've been walking all 3 of them separately. I've only had 2 walks because my husband's taken the third one out now. But yeah, my back was hurting. I think probably from pushing the wheelchair yesterday, which is another thing, because I looked at my step count yesterday. I was like, why have I only done 2,000? And I looked at my step count this morning and I'd done 2,000 just wandering around the house doing hoovering and cleaning and stuff. And I'm like, yesterday's can't be right. And when I looked, I Googled it because I didn't know. I looked up, I was like, why didn't my step counter work on my watch? And it was because I was pushing a wheelchair. Because your arm is static, like the same as if you're pushing a pushchair, your arm is static, you're not moving your arm around, and it goes with the movement of your arm. I'm like, oh. So my step count yesterday wouldn't have been very accurate. So I know I did a fair amount of walking, and I knew I did more than 2,000 steps, but I'm like, oh, maybe it's just 2,000 then. So yeah, that was why it wasn't accurate because of that. So today I've done two walks. I've put my food in and you can see what I've had to eat today. The only thing I haven't got anything of is my breakfast because it's boring. It's Weetabix every day nearly. So yeah, you'll know what Weetabix looks like. So yeah, just Weetabix. Yeah, it's been an okay day. I had my accident yesterday, which was grand. Look away now if you don't like things like that. I'll put a picture up of the actual injury. It's not, I haven't broken anything. I caught my finger on a Starbucks door when I was taking our mugs back in. Me and Mum had a black coffee in the garden, bless her. And I was taking my mugs in and I held the door. The door weighed an absolute ton. And I saw someone in the corner of my eye was just like coming behind me. So I quickly sort of like grabbed it again so it didn't slam in her because it was so heavy. And yeah, it bent my nail back. And it literally flicked my nail halfway across and yeah, split it. Bled instantly. Brilliant. It was like great. Sent a picture to my nail lady. I was like, what do I do? She's just like, soak it in salt water when you get home and then pad it and wrap it. So that's why it's in this massive padding, because I think I probably hurt the end of the bone as well, because whenever anywhere touching the end of it, it's just so painful. Sorry, I had to quickly unlock the door for hubby. Yeah, so it's been a good day food wise today, and relatively good exercise wise. I'm looking forward to weighing it tomorrow. I really hope I've lost. I feel like I should have lost. I'm keeping everything crossed. Let's see. This is my chickpea mix that I made. It tastes a lot like tuna mayonnaise, but it's got no mayonnaise in it. It's just yogurt. And this was the ingredients for my soup that I made for the evening. Come down to the beach this morning. I'm not swimming because of my wonderful finger, but yeah, I've come down to do some beach combing. Watching my friends have a good swim, as you can see. So yeah, fabulous. It's quite warm, hence only the t-shirt today. It feels lovely. So it's Wednesday. I had my Weetabix for breakfast. Went down to the beach, didn't swim, but had a good walk and did some sea glass hunting. And I'm just making my soup again. So it looks a bit murky, but it is honestly really nice. It's the same soup I had yesterday. It's 2 small potatoes, 1 large carrot, half an onion, tablespoon of bouillon powder, chopped parsley, 2 meat-free OXO cubes, and another 1/4 of a packet of this soup pasta, and then salt and pepper, and I just topped it up to the maximum with water, and I'm just going to cook it on chunky and it'd be done in half an hour. And while I'm doing that, I'm watching Kimberly down south, bless her, who's done really well considering she's been away on holiday and she's come back, and it's really hard, I think, when you go away then to come back and like get back on plan. So good on her, well done her. So yeah, I'm back on my soups again. It's definitely soup weather.
So while watching the Losers Club live, I've got a jacket spud with the leftover tuna, which is chickpea mayonnaise, which is yoghurt, and salad.
So, a little bit of a non-scale victory for me this week was getting into this jacket that I bought probably about 5 years ago maybe, thinking, oh, it's a bit snug, I'll end up being able to wear it, and never wore it because I couldn't get anything past the sleeves, which is too tight. Like, I couldn't wear anything long sleeves, I couldn't wear a jumper or anything. But like now, there is so much gather and so much gap in the sleeves, I can't get over it. And so this will be the first time that I've put this on. Well, not the first time I've worn it this week now, but since I bought it, I can do the zip up. I can use the pockets because there's space in the front, there's space in, I'm just over the moon that I've got like a proper anorak that I can wear. There isn't a boil in a bag one, because my other one was from a plus size store and it didn't have a lining or anything, and it was just like a boil in a bag. I'd put it on and by the end of the walk I would be wetter inside from sweat than I was outside from the rain. So, and because obviously this is breathable, and I'm just over the moon. It's a non-scale victory that I'm really, really pleased with this week. So yeah, happy with that. So for those of you that can't see it, you can probably hear the noise. It's very noisy. It's just a blue anorak, but it's zip up, it's waterproof, it's got a hood in the collar, and it has lots of really cool zip up pockets and a little like inside zip up pocket as well for like to keep everything really, really dry. So like if you're out in the heavy rain, you can put your phone in there and it's going to stay dry. So yeah, I'm really, really super chuffed that I can get into this lovely, what I think lovely coat. So yeah, and it's for dog walking, it's perfect, and it's not too hot and thick and uncomfortable. I can breathe in it and I can do the zip up. Yeah, I'm really chuffed with this. So today's Thursday, Thursday evening. My video will go out tomorrow, Friday. I weighed in yesterday morning for the Losers Club for Wednesday evening, and I maintained. And another maintain, and I was like so down about it. And then I looked at my book and I've only had 4 maintains since April. So I'm like, okay, that's this April just gone. And I thought, okay, that's not too bad. But I feel like I am getting into a pattern of a maintain, a gain, a loss, a maintain, a gain, a loss. And I'm like, oh, that's not a very fun pattern to be in. I mean, I did lose £3 last week, so I suppose I can't expect to lose like big amounts, but it would have been nice. Even £1 would have been, I would have been over the moon with this week. So that's not happened, but at least I've had a non-scale victory. I will put that little video on there. But other than that, yeah, today walking wise, I've only done like 6,500, which is good for my hip and my back because it doesn't hurt now. But it's not as much as I've been trying to do. I've been trying to sort of get up to 10,000 or over 10,000 if possible. Yeah, so part of that was because I spent about 4 hours today grooming my poodle. Yeah, it was an absolute labour of love, because we want to shave her, and to get the shears through you have to get rid of all the little knots, and because we've let her get really, really long, I mean, she's gorgeous when she's really long, she's so cuddly and fluffy. Yeah, it was a labour of love today doing that. So yeah, I've been really, really busy with that. So yeah, maintain I'm okay with. The non-scale victory I'm really pleased with. It makes a difference to my life, like my everyday life. So that was a good non-scale victory. So I'm hoping for next week, I'm hoping for £1. That seems to be my go-to, although I have had losses of like £3 and £2 over the last few months, but I'd quite like £1. to get it, I'm not going to be doing a huge amount of different things. I'm going to be I've got Saturday night, it's my daughter's birthday, so we're going to my other daughters and meeting up with my both my daughters' grandchildren and son-in-laws, and we're going to be eating there. But because we're not having like picky bits or anything like that, I'm going to make myself a healthy shepherd's pie. Well, I'm making everybody a big massive shepherd's pie, which I'm starting that tonight. I'm going to make a big giant shepherd's pie, and they're going to cook some veggies to go with it. The only thing that I'll probably have that's going to be completely off plan is my daughter wants a vegan Battenberg birthday cake, so like a giant Battenberg but a vegan one. So I'm definitely gonna have a slice of that, and I'll be making that tomorrow morning. And other than that, yeah, I haven't got anything planned that's going to take me off plan. The only question I have is, I'm in an in whether I should go back to counting calories rather than doing Slimming World Sins, because I'm not a member of Slimming World anymore. I don't have the sin calculator, and I know you can do like, well, approximately 20 calories is a sin, or 20 calories a sin, or whatever it is. Yeah, you divide it by 20 and that tells you how many sins there are, but that doesn't necessarily compute for everything, because sometimes you'll have free food in there or speed food in there, and those calories are in it as well. So I'm like, well, I had a whole meal wrap. You'll see in the video before, I had a whole meal wrap this week, and I was like, I can't remember how many sins. I think there are around 6 sins, but I can't remember and I can't check. And I googled it, and it was just like, well, it could be anything between 4 and 10. And I'm like, oh, so it was a bit like, oh, I don't know how many I had then. I mean, the only sins I had that day were the wrap, and then I had my hot chocolate in the evening, which is 5 sins. So I'm like, okay, well, I wouldn't have got over anyway, but still, I would quite like to know what they were. So I'm in an RN, but then the Slimming World plan is so easy to follow in the fact that you're not weighing and measuring everything. You're only weighing and measuring your fats or your extra B's, or that's what you're measuring. You know, you're measuring that. You're weighing your bread or your cereal, and that's it. You're not thinking about your vegetables, how much vegetables you've had. You're not thinking about how much pasta or rice or whatever, the potatoes, jacket potatoes you've had. You're not thinking about that. You're just thinking about the Cinnaball food. So yeah, I'm in two minds, because when I first came off Slimming World, I was using the MyFitnessPal, the free app that I had on my iPad, and I was using that to like, and it would tell me my micros and macros, and it would tell me how much protein I had, and I really quite liked that. But I only did it for like 4 weeks, maybe 3 or 4 weeks. I think doing that long term is just such a faff. Like, if you think, well, you're going to do it for the rest of your life, I don't think you are. So yeah, I'm a bit like, yeah, part of me is like, should I be counting calories, because I don't know the sins of everything and I can't be as accurate as I could before when I could use a sin calculator, or do I, or yeah, I don't know. If anyone else is doing similar, the same as me, where they've come off it and they're not paying as a membership, but they're actually still following the plan as they are, let me know. I mean, what I've done so far is just either divided it by 20 or I've completely avoided it. So there was something that I was looking at, and it was like 300 calories or something like that. It was like 350 calories. And I think it was probably a ready meal that I was going to buy to keep in the freezer. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Like, I don't know how bad that's going to be. So yeah, I've just been avoiding it. I mean, we've been trying to eat less processed food anyway, and try and do everything from scratch as much as possible. So I suppose that's good in a way, because I know then most of the food that I'm eating like that there's no sins in it. It's either free food or speed food. But yeah, let me know if anyone else is doing it on their own, and what you do, whether you prefer calorie counting I know people like I know people on Mount Jaro and things like that, and the GLP-1 stuff, they're all doing calorie counting, and they use an app for that, and I just don't know whether I could do that long term. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Anyway, I hope you all have a great week. I hope you enjoy yourselves. I hope you achieve your goals that you're trying to achieve. And yeah, I hope you stay happy. So thanks for watching. I will see you next week. So this is my baby girl Lizzie, bless her little heart, who's had a groom, so that now like everything is like, there's no knots, it's all super fluffy hair. I mean, she's a gorgeous girl. She's my blind girl. She's beautiful. I love her to pieces. And yeah, she's due a shave. So I had to make sure that we didn't have any knots in there. So now you can just run a comb through her and it's perfect. So such a good girl. So she loves being brushed and she loves being combed when she hasn't got any knots. And she had loads of little knots today, didn't you, Lizzie?